Good evening and welcome to the 8th Annual Red Hawk Open, the virtual edition. My name is Jean Morano and I'm the Assistant Vice President for Annual Giving and Alumni Engagement here at Montclair State. Although we may not be together in person tonight, we're gathering online for our annual Red Hawk Open to celebrate and support Montclair State Athletics. Proceeds from the Red Hawk Open support the more than 500 student athletes and 18 varsity athletic programs. Your support helps our students excel athletically, and it demonstrates to our athletes that their effort and commitment are valued by Montclair State alumni, community members, and colleagues. Last year's outing raised funds to create the Red Hawk Sports Network. The network covers all of the Red Hawks' 18 varsity athletic teams. This year's proceeds will help get the Red Hawk Sports Network to the next level. Along with cutting-edge technology, plans to enhance the network include interviews, highlight packages, halftime shows, and much more. The Red Hawk Sports Network is fully run by students, giving them experience in all aspects of sports journalism. You'll hear more about this from one of our students and see a video that they produced. I also wanted to take a moment to thank you for all of your support, whether you're one of our many sponsors or purchase raffle tickets online or in person. Even in these challenging times, our community has come together to show our Red Hawk pride in a big way. We have a fun evening planned tonight, so let's get started with our trivia game, and I'll pass it over to my colleague, Karen Hackett.
Thank you, Jean. Good evening, everyone. I'm Karen Hackett, Associate Director, Alumni Engagement. It's a pleasure to have you with us tonight. So it's time to test your smarts. We have trivia for you. We're going to kick it off with Montclair State Trivia. Okay, so to play, use the chat feature and send in your answers to me privately for your chance to win. All who answer correctly will be entered for a chance to win Montclair State swag. So following this program, we'll pull the winner and ship the items to you following the trivia tonight. Okay, here we go. First question. When was Montclair State founded? Let's see, folks. 1872, 1908, 1910, 1918. All right, we're getting some good answers. We're getting a few different answers here. All right, let's see. We have a few for 1908, a few for 1910. Keep them coming. All right, folks, another minute. No Googling, folks. Excellent. All right, the correct answer is 1908. All right, very good, folks. All right, question number 2. Montclair State offers how many majors, minors, concentrations, and certificate programs? 100 plus, 200 plus, 300 plus, or 500 plus? Let's see. Here we go. And folks, just to share a little bit as the questions or the answers come in. So Montclair State offers many doctoral, master's, and undergraduate programs as part of its 11 schools and colleges. So for those of you interested in pursuing an advanced degree, check out the admissions website. Maybe a great time to do that. All right, let's see how the answers are coming in. All right, another minute. Folks, there's a question here. You send it in to all panelists or to me privately. Either way, that's fine. All right, another minute. All right, folks, the correct answer is 300 plus. Very good. All right, last question in this round. How many alumni does Montclair State have in the network? 100,000, 110,000, 130,000, or 180,000? All right, folks. So just to share a little bit about the network, there are many benefits to be part of the alumni network. The best way to stay connected with fellow alumni in the university is through Montclair Connect. It's a newly updated online community exclusively for Montclair State alumni and provides valuable networking tools. So you could search a directory for classmates, access career resources, and search for upcoming events. So please check that out, and be sure to set up your own personal Montclair State alumni Gmail account. All right, so the answers are coming in. We have answers all over. We have for each selection. So the correct answer is 130,000. Very good, folks. All right, so that's all we have for this round. I'll turn it back to Jean for a message about our sponsors.
Sorry about that. Yes, thank you, Karen, for those 3 questions. Just wanted to do a shout out to our event sponsors for tonight. Our first event sponsor is New Jersey Orthopedic Institute, njaortho.org. A special shout out to Dr. Vincent McInerney and also Drs. Scalia, Festa, Wright, Callahan, Pierce, and Joseph. And also a shout out to our second event sponsor, which is Schumacher Chevrolet. Special thanks to our foundation board member, Judy Schumacher Tilton and Stephen Tilton. And the next shout out goes to our platinum sponsor, Hackensack Meridian Mountainside Medical Center, and a special thank you to their CEO, Tim O'Brien. And let's turn it over then to Shannon for the second round of our trivia.
Thanks, Jean. I'm Shannon Halley, Associate Athletic Director here at Montclair State. And we have 3 questions that we're going to surround our athletics and see how we do. So our first question, this current head coach has won the most games in the history of Montclair State Athletics. Is it Brian McLaughlin, Rick Giancola, Karen Harvey, or Anita Kubica? Brian's, of course, our swimming coach, and Coach G is football. Coach Harvey is women's basketball, and Anita takes care of softball. So get your answers in here in the next couple minutes here, and I would give you a clue here, but it might give you too much of a clue, so I'll have to wait it out. All right, anybody? Let's see what we got here.
Shannon, as we wait for folks to answer, the coaches here, they've been with the university for quite a bit of time, yes?
Yeah. Brian's been here for, I think he's entering his 32nd year. Coach G is 38th year. Coach Kubica is entering her 31st year. And I think Coach Harvey, only 15. So, you know, been around for a fair amount of time here. All right, so the winner, everybody in? Last call. Winner with 913 games won, which is a winning percentage of 71.5% for her tenure, is Anita Kubica, women's softball coach. All right, we get a few of those answers in. I think we did. Did you get that?
We did, yeah. Folks answered correctly, very good.
All right, question number 2. This Red Hawk squad has won the most current NJAC championships in a row. I believe that's what it's trying to tell you. You got men's lacrosse, men's soccer, women's basketball, and women's soccer. Let's see who we have here.
Now, Shannon, men's soccer, they won in 2019, yes?
Correct. They won coming off an Elite 8 appearance. Actually, they're coming off that. Men's lacrosse is obviously coming off a shortened season. They were 4-2 headed into that, losing the year before in the conference championship. Women's soccer has been to the conference championship, losing in double overtime the year before. Women's basketball also coming off an NCAA tournament appearance after losing the conference championship this past year. So all these programs have seen, you know, much success, particularly in the last couple of years. But the winner with the most consecutive right now is men's soccer. So it looks like those last groups had all that one correct. And our final question, how many NCAA Division III national championships has Montclair captured in its history? 4, 5, 7, or 1? Just try to think from all of our sports here. Give a couple more minutes here. Got some messages rolling in. All right, I don't see any new ones. You see any, Karen?
No, I think that's about it.
All right.
Go right ahead.
The final answer is 5. 5 total championships, winning 3 in baseball, 1987, 93, and 2000. 2 in wrestling. People might have forgotten that one, 1976 and 1986. So hopefully as we head into the spring here, we would like to welcome all of our alumni back to campus and to games and being able to hopefully see us compete at the high level that you're used to seeing. So hopefully in the next few months when we get back outside and into the gym, we'll be participating at a high level for everybody to come back and enjoy. So we'll keep you posted, continue to check our website out and for the updated information.
Great. Thanks so much, Shannon. Thanks to everyone for playing. And again, you'll be entered into a drawing to win some Montclair State swag. So good luck there. And we'll contact the lucky winner shortly. Okay. So at this time, I'd like to thank our silver and bronze sponsors. I'd like to thank Goldman Sachs. Special thanks to Chris Koza and Stan Chu. PSE&G, with special thanks to Ralph LaRosa, member of the Board of Trustees. And Florio, Perucci, Steinhort, Capelli, Tipton, and Taylor. Special thanks to alumnus Lester Taylor. Also like to thank Crestmont. Special thanks to Chris Fitzpatrick. Overlook Corporate Center. Thanks to Marilyn Cito. Coca-Cola with Scott Brennan. Windows Marks, Lane and Mittendorf. And New York Life. Special thanks to Nick Iannatelli. PKF O'Connor Davies. Tito's. And Click. All right. So, folks, recently, Rocky the Red Hawk, our Montclair State mascot, visited with alumni in the area to thank them for their support of the university and the Red Hawk Open. So let's check out who he visited.
Rocky, what are you doing here?
Hello! Rocky and I just wanted to stop by and thank you for being such a loyal supporter of Montclair State.
Let me put my
and the
mask
Red Hawk
on.
Open.
Thank you so much. This is great. I am a proud alumni and I'm so glad to continue to support the university. Thank you so much.
You come bearing gifts.
Wow, this
Rocky
is great.
thanks you.
I love this. I'm glad that I still work at the university, left but came back. And I'm really grateful for this. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you.
What are you guys doing here?
Rocky and I just wanted to stop by and thank you for being such a supportive alumni of Montclair State and the Red Hawk Open.
Wow,
Come
thank you so
bearing gifts.
much. Oh my gosh, thank you. I love being an alumna of Montclair State. I even work there still. Oh
I got you some
wow,
balloons.
this is so cute.
She works there still, Rocky. Do you hear that? Crazy.
Well, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to homecoming.
October 24th.
All right, I'll see you there.
Well, that was great. I'm sure our alumni enjoyed those pop-in visits. At this time, now I'd like to thank our whole sponsors, game day, and booster sponsors. And we'll show those sponsors. So for our whole sponsors, I'd like to thank LEC Inc., ACOM, Drew and Rogers. This Is It Stageworks, Kevin Neary, class of 86, K&D Contractors, hole number 7 in memory of Professor George McDonough, and Rockland Bakery. I'd also like to thank our game day sponsors, Cantone Press, Direct Printing Impressions, Bob Eichelwood, class of 76, Ron Frankenfield, class of 78, the Montclair Old Boys, and Wendy and Andrew Lacey. And for our booster sponsor, Rob Lieberman. So thank you to all our sponsors. We truly appreciate the support. Now I'd like to turn it back to Jean.
Hi, thanks again for joining us for the first half of the Red Hawk Open program this evening. Congratulations to our trivia winners. Our office will be reaching out to you to send you your prizes. And at this time, we're going to move into the formal part of the Red Hawk Open Virtual Edition program. So I would like to introduce to you our Vice President for Development, Colleen Kopla.
Thanks so much, Jean and Karen and team, and thank you to the Alumni Relations team for all your great work, along with our partners in athletics for pulling together our first ever virtual Red Hawk Open. So welcome everyone, hello, and thank you for being with us tonight. This is our special virtual edition of the Red Hawk Open, our 8th annual. And while we're not together in person, we are certainly together in spirit, celebrating and supporting our students, our student athletes, our athletic programs at Montclair State University. And tonight I am so pleased to share with you that together we have raised more than $55,000 in support of athletics and our student athletes. And I want to again thank you all for your very generous support, which really is vital to our student experience. You'll hear more about what's happening in athletics in a little while from our athletic director, Rob Chesney, as well as one of our student athletes. In the meantime, I'm happy to share with you that we're thrilled to be back at the university, up and running in a new fall semester, which is happening both virtually and in person. And we're pleased to have welcomed nearly 21,000 students back to the fall semester at the start of the new academic year as well. The university is also celebrating the recent success and completion of our SOAR campaign. This year, we completed the campaign at $82 million. That's about $7 million over our original goal of $75 million. And that important support is going directly to student scholarships, to academic programs, to research, to capital projects on campus. And so there's really a lot to celebrate at Montclair State University right now, even during these challenging times. It's now my honor to introduce you. Do we have Lester with us, Jean?
He's not on.
We're running
Lester
on
will
time.
be joining in just a few moments.
Yes.
I think I see a note. Okay, he needs 5 minutes. So, well, I think we can actually introduce Lester in a fun way, because I hear that Rocky's been making the rounds. And so Lester was visited by Rocky as well recently, along with his family. And I'll say a few words about Lester in a moment. He's a proud alum. He's a member of our foundation board. And why don't we roll to video to see how that visit went with Rocky.
Look, Dad, it's Rocky from Montclair State.
Wow, hey Rocky, what's up?
We just wanted to come and thank you for your continuous support of the university and for the Red Hawk Open.
Our pleasure. Listen, since it's COVID-19 going on, let's step outside to make sure we're responsible. Let's go outside, put your mask on, guys.
So what year did you graduate from Montclair?
1997.
Awesome. And what would you say your favorite part of going to Montclair was?
My favorite part was the people, the professors, the sense of family and community at Montclair State University. But most importantly, it prepared me for my future. I went to law school after undergrad, but having participated in a political science major, pre-law minor with the great professors who helped mentor and mold me, I participated in a phenomenal internship program through the Washington Center at Montclair State, and it prepared me for life and career. So I'm very thankful to all the leaders who were there and those who are committed right now, especially to Rocky, who is supporting to get that team spirit up.
Awesome. Well, we're very thankful for alumni like yourself. Rocky's very thankful. Are you guys going to go to Montclair State? I don't know. Rocky, what do you think? We come back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Give Rocky a fist bump.
Well,
Awesome.
thank you very much.
Thank you for flying by, Rocky. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Karen. I know Lester's going to be joining us shortly and is looking forward to welcoming all of our alumni tonight. But in the meantime, I think maybe we have some more Rocky visits to share.
That's correct, Colleen. Rocky made some other visits recently, so let's see who he visited with.
Hello, Fitzpatrick family.
Welcome.
How are you guys doing?
Go ahead. We're doing great. How are you?
We're good. How are you doing, Rocky? Good?
Awesome.
Rocky and I just wanted to come visit and say thank you for being such loyal supporters of Montclair and the Red Hawk Open.
Thank you. Liam, that's Rocky, the Red Hawk. His baby picture's on your sweatshirt.
What do you say?
Look, balloons. What do you say? Thank you. Well, so Montclair State University community, today's a really exciting day. We're happy to have Rocky and the team here visiting our home. And we're also looking forward to the upcoming virtual version of the Red Hawk Open golf outing. My wife Rebecca and I have been supporters of the outing since it started 8 years ago, and we're looking forward to doing whatever we can to support this year. As everyone has heard, this year it's especially important given what's going on out there in the community to help support our athletic teams, help support our university in any way possible. So September 14th, right? September 14th, we'll be virtually teeing off for the Red Hawk Open. So hopefully everyone out there can get some support out and participate, and look forward to a day when we can also see you on the course in person. So thank you, Montclair State University, for sending our hero out here. And Liam, wave hi. Now there's a lot going on. But today's an exciting day, and we can't wait to be back on campus. So stay safe, everyone.
I see that Lester has just, oh, do we have another video?
Good evening, everyone.
What are you doing here, Rocky?
Rocky, I just wanted to stop by and thank you guys for being such great supporters of Montclair State and supporting the Red Hawk Open.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
We got some balloons.
Oh, great.
How are you guys doing today?
You're doing fantastic.
I'm happy to help support the alumni network. Absolutely.
So you guys are alumni. Can you talk a little bit about what you did at Montclair State while you were there?
So we met there, right? And I'm class of '99, Jill's class of 2000.
Yes.
And after graduation, I was a poli-sci major. I went to work in New York Life and been there ever since, 22 years later.
Awesome.
And I was a phys ed major, and I did my student teaching, and then I was employed by Roselle Board of Education, and I also played volleyball and basketball for Montclair State.
Awesome. Are you guys gonna go to Montclair State? Well, we just wanted to say thank you, and keep an eye out for our virtual homecoming on October 24th.
October 24th.
Rocky,
The Red Hawk Open is 2 weeks?
14th?
14th, right?
14th.
We'd like to support that. It's a great organization, and we love the students. I mean, I've personally hired a bunch of people from Montclair, so it's been a great place to find some great employees, and I've hired some interns that are vice presidents, so that's a good thing.
Awesome.
Right? So,
well, thank you from Rocky and myself.
thanks, Rocky.
Thank you, Rocky.
Thanks.
Go Red Hawks.
Go Red Hawks.
And I see that Lester Taylor has joined us. Lester, we already had a little tour of your house and met your family and saw your great visit with Rocky. And Lester is a graduate of the class of 1997. He is a proud alumnus of Montclair State. He is also a longtime supporter of the Red Hawk Open. And Lester, we'd love to have you say a few words to welcome our alumni and guests here tonight at the virtual Red Hawk Open.
Well, thank you, Colleen. It's my honor and privilege to be a part of this great event. As indicated, I'm Lester Taylor. I'm a partner at the law firm of Florio Perucci, Steinhardt, Capelli, Tipton, and Taylor. As I mentioned in my video earlier, Montclair State University gave me a great academic foundation, which prepared me for my career. To all the students and parents joining us tonight, I wish you success, not just as a student at Montclair State University, but also career success as you embark upon your path to become lifelong learners, and I always add lifelong earners when it comes to having a career. I'm very proud to be blessed to be in a position to give back to my alma mater, which has given me so much. I encourage you to stay connected to the university, support in any way you can. That may mean giving back economically, it may be giving back with your time, it may be mentoring other students so that they too can go on to become successful, proud graduates of Montclair State University. So thank you so much for the opportunity to be here tonight.
Thank you so much, Lester, and thank you for your ongoing support, both in philanthropy, but also as a member of our foundation board, also in your volunteer time as well. And now we will pass it back off to Karen Hackett or Jean Morano.
Hi, as Colleen mentioned earlier, we were able to raise through the generous support of our sponsors over $55,000 to support our athletics program. So I wanted to, in case you didn't get to join us for the first half of the program, take a few minutes to recognize our sponsors once again. So first I'd love to recognize our event sponsors. Our first is NJOI, or New Jersey Orthopedic Institute, with a special thank you to Dr. Vincent McInerney and his fellow doctors, Scalia, Festa, Wright, Callahan, Pierce, and Joseph. I'd also like to thank our second event sponsor for the evening, which is Schumacher Chevrolet, and a special thank you to our foundation board member, Judy Schumacher-Tilton and Stephen Tilton. For our platinum sponsorship, I'd like to thank Hackensack Meridian Mountainside Medical Center and their new CEO, Tim O'Brien. For our silver sponsors, I'd like to thank Goldman Sachs. Special shout out to Chris Koza and Stan Chu for their consistent support of our endeavors. We'd also like to thank PSE&G and our Board of Trustee representative, Ralph LaRosa. And of course, we're thanking Florio Perucci, Steinhardt, Capelli, Tipton, and Taylor, and a special thank you to Lester, who we just heard from tonight. Our bronze sponsor category, special thank you to Crestron and Chris Fitzpatrick, our Overlook Corporate Center and Marilyn Sato, Coca-Cola, who is our beverage of choice on campus, and as well as Nick Iannatelli from New York Life, Wendell's Marks, PKF O'Connor Davies, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and our foundation trustee, Mike Capone and Click. Our hole sponsors for the evening, hole number 1, LEC, hole number 2, ACOM, hole number 3, Drew Rogers, hole number 4, This Is It Stageworks, hole number 5, Kevin Neary, hole number 6, K&D Contractors. Hole number 7 is in memory of Professor George McDonough, and hole number 8, Rockland Bakery. A shout out to our game day sponsors, Cantone Press, DPI Printing, Bob Iaculo, Ron Frankenfeld, the Montclair Old Boys, Wendy and Andrew Lacey, and our booster sponsor, Rob Lieberman. So thanks again to all our sponsors to make this night a tremendous success, and a special thank you to all the folks who have also participated in the raffle. Now I'd like to turn it over to Rob Chesney, our Director of Intercollegiate Athletics.
Good evening. I'm Rob Chesney, Director of Athletics. On behalf of the coaches, staff, and student athletes, we'd really like to thank you for your continued support. While this has been quite a unique year for all of us, it certainly has for college athletics as well. But we are excited as our teams are getting back out on the field and on the court and in the pool and on the track to start practicing this fall. And we're really looking forward to a very busy spring. The kids are excited, the staff is excited, and we're going to be really busy, but it's going to be a great thing. Each year we try and bring up a student to talk about their experiences and the positive experiences they've had here at the university tied into intercollegiate athletics. And this year, we'd like to bring up Jack Bartek to talk. Jack has been the key part of our Red Hawk Sports Network, something that was really funded by all the work and help that you have provided for us. We're excited about this program, and last year was the inaugural stages. This year, he's going to take another step, and Jack's going to be really busy in the spring. But with that said, I'd like to have Jack come up and say a few words. Thank you very much again. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chesney. I had the opportunity to speak to him on Friday. He was great, and everything that's happening here starts with him at the top. He's done an excellent job. But with that being said, my name is Jack Bartek. I am a junior here at Montclair State. I am a television and digital media major with a concentration in sports media. And just to start off with a little bit of a funny story, I'm going to go back to when I was a senior in high school, which seems like forever ago. It was really only 3 years ago. I still wasn't 100% sure where I wanted to go for school yet. Montclair State was on my list, and what was unfortunately at the time, but looking back maybe fortunately, I suffered a shoulder injury, so I had to sit out the first few weeks of baseball season. And that gave me the opportunity to come visit an open house at Montclair State University. And when I got a tour, especially of the communications building, I absolutely fell in love. I got to meet some of the professors. And when I heard about the opportunities here and saw all the beautiful facilities, I absolutely could not say no. And looking back on it, it is the best decision I've ever made in my life. I've had the greatest 2 years and now start to a third year, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. But it started out, and within 3 days, I was on the air at the radio station doing the pregame for the opening football game, and I worked my way up from there, calling games for the radio station all freshman year. My sophomore year, I worked my way up to the assistant sports director at the radio station, and then now I am the sports director at the radio station. And all the while, in the works was the Red Hawk Sports Network, which has really elevated my broadcasting skills to another level, which even I didn't think possible. And, I look back to this time last year, starting up my sophomore year, and as much as I was gaining confidence in myself, this is such a tough industry, and I really did question my abilities to make it in this field. It's tough. And now going into my junior year, after starting up the Red Hawk Network with everybody's support last year in January, I went all from January through March. I called every single men's and women's basketball game, whether it was for the radio station or the Red Hawk Sports Network. I created some great relationships there and had some of the best moments of my college career. And it culminated in going down to Virginia for the women's basketball NCAA tournament game, which was an amazing experience. And just what the Red Hawk Network has given me has been so incredible. And now I sit here at the start of my junior year, coming off a professional broadcasting opportunity that I had gotten in August with the help of Dr. Keith Strudler and the Red Hawk Network. And I sit at a whole different level of confidence where not only do I think I can make it in the fields, but, hopefully I will have my choice of different options in the field. And that has been what the Red Hawk Network has given me. And, we started out just calling games in January all through what ended up being the early end to last semester. But now, although there has been some unfortunate circumstances and we haven't exactly been able to call games, we have been able to expand it in different ways that we had on the drawing board. But now that we have some extra time, we've put them, into action. So we're taking steps to make it a student-run club recognized by the SGA. And hopefully we'll get that done by the end of this semester. And we're starting up a weekly show. So if you guys have ever seen Sports Center, it's going to be like Montclair State Sports Center once a week. And we are looking to debut that this Friday. There will be a piece on the Red Hawk Open. So if you want to check that out, it's been really exciting to be a part of. And I can't wait to see how it turns out. And, just to bring it all together, I was listening to Mr. Lester Taylor speak and some of the things that he was saying about how, he's coming back and helping the university that's given him so much. I hope that I can one day be in that position. I want to give a huge thank you to everybody who's helped me get in this position, whether it's all of the professors or staff who work with the Red Hawk Network. They have been absolutely incredible and instrumental in us being so successful. All the coaches and student athletes who have been so helpful and have really brought our broadcast to a whole different level. And everybody on this call or anybody who supports the athletic department and has made this possible, I cannot thank everybody enough. And hopefully one day I'll be sitting in this position like Mr. Taylor, and I'll be able to pay it forward on the other end. So yeah, Friday, check out the weekly show, which doesn't have a name yet. Maybe you guys have seen on Instagram. We are looking for a name. So if you want to, go suggest something in the comments on your favorite team's Instagram account. But definitely check that out and listen for me whenever sports are played again at Montclair State. I can't wait to be back on air. And again, I know I keep saying it, but thank you guys so much. I've had experiences that I never could have imagined, and I am living out my childhood dream. And I owe it all to, people on this call and the people who have made it possible. So thank you very much. And I can't wait to be on the other side of the screen one day. But with that being said, I'd like to turn it over to our incredible student athletes who I believe have a couple of words of thanks.
I'm the head women's volleyball coach here at Montclair State University. On behalf of our entire volleyball program, we'd like to thank you for your contributions to the 2020 virtual golf outing and for your continued support of our volleyball program and Red Hawk Athletics.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Scrivenich.
I'm Maddie Musico.
And we play on the MSU women's soccer team.
Thank you for allowing us to play alongside our best friends.
Hello, my name is Oscar Sanchez. I'm on the Montclair State men's soccer team. Thank you for allowing us to win the NJAC.
So one memory that sticks out is our trip to Oregon, and it was fire. I run a photography page, so I got some really nice photos out of that, and it was amazing. And the whole mountain view was crazy. I've never seen nothing like that. And Malachi Smart from men's basketball.
Hi, Karen Harvey, head women's basketball coach from Montclair State University.
Hi, I'm Eileen O'Reilly, head field hockey coach.
Hi, I'm Maria Vera, assistant swimming and diving coach and head cross country coach.
We just want to say thank you for your support of Montclair State Athletics and your purchase of the 50/50 raffle tickets.
Your support helps improve the experiences of our student athletes each and every day.
Thank you for your continued support of Red Hawks Athletics, and go Red Hawks.
Hi, my name is Catherine Carnival. I'm a senior on the women's soccer team, and my favorite memory is celebrating with my team after I scored in double overtime with 1 second left against your Sinus.
Thank you guys so much for your donation.
Thank you to everyone who donated.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for helping MSU Athletics.
Thank you for supporting MSU Athletics.
Thank you to our sponsors. We really appreciate your support.
Thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much for supporting Montclair State Athletics.
Thank you so much for your donation towards MSU Athletics.
Thank you.
Jack, can you just give a little more in depth on what you do on a day-to-day when you deal with your teams and coaches to prep for a game? I think that experience, people don't really understand what it takes to get prepared for a broadcast and the relationships that you have to build with coaches and student athletes.
Yeah, of course. And, it's funny that you bring that up because I wanted to mention it in my speech that, I had been calling games for the radio station before the Red Hawk Network was even a thing. And although I thought I was doing a good job, little did I know, there was so much more to it. And when we started out the Red Hawk Sports Network and broadcasting games, we did a seminar at the beginning of the semester with a professional broadcaster that Dr. Strudler had known from his days in the business. And he just showed us what he puts into his preparation and how he goes about preparing for a game. And so then I took those steps and put them into my preparation, and I really saw it make all the difference. So essentially preparing for a game day, I'll use a Wednesday game as an example because we usually play on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So on a Wednesday game, if I was calling a women's basketball game, I know Coach Harvey is listening, so she can attest to this. I would probably reach out at some point earlier in the week on a Monday or Tuesday, and I would attempt to go see a practice, see if there's anything new going on at practice, if there's anything I can pick up on that might, give me some keys on the game plan or things to look out on in the game. And then I would talk to Coach Harvey and any of the players I might want some personal questions for. And they have been incredibly helpful. I mean, every step of the way from every team I've spoken to, the coaches and athletes have been super available and willing to answer any question that we have for them. And taking all of that information and then putting it together with, we call them spotting sheets, which essentially has team rosters, stats for all the players, team stats, team schedules, their last 5-year final results, their coach's record, and things like that. Putting that all together has made my broadcast, I cannot exaggerate it, 1,000 times better. And I could look back at a broadcast from my freshman year and a broadcast from the end of last year, and it is a night and day difference. And it really is starting to make a difference to the people who are listening too. I know after a couple of games last year, we had parents come up to us and tell us that our broadcasts were adding to the experience of watching the game, which if nothing else made it worth it, that was the one thing that makes all the hours of preparation that we put into it worth it. And it's just been so incredibly fun. And the Red Hawk Network and the extra help that we've gotten based off of it has elevated my skills so much.
And I know we're trying to up our game here this semester. We kind of had to take a pause, obviously, with the spring. But with the new technology, do we think that's going to bring to the table for the viewer experience as well as yours at the table?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'll talk about the broadcasting end of things, and that is really what the Red Hawk Sports Network has started as is broadcasting games. And I know one thing we talk a lot about is the pixel out cameras, which we've gotten, which is essentially the newest innovation in sports broadcasting. And they're automated cameras that follow the action of the game themselves while at the same time cutting up highlight tapes just based on the AI, which is absolutely incredible. It helps us out because it cuts out the manpower and things like that. And it's really going to elevate our broadcast. So I can't wait to put that into action when sports come back in this spring. And then on the other side of things, which is something that we really only started at the beginning, or I should say this summer, and then now the beginning of this semester, is the production side of the Red Hawk Sports Network, which we've gotten more into with no games to call. And we've really grown so much in our editing, our shooting abilities, our writing and everything. And now it's all culminating with this weekly show. But over the summer, we produced a bunch of great videos and content for multiple different teams and just the athletics department in general. And we're going to keep working with them to push out content. And so we've been all over the place, and it's kind of been a trial and error, but one really exciting opportunity that we have coming up, and I know I might be getting a little bit off track here, is that we have a professional broadcasting opportunity with 3 different professional leagues around the world. I believe it is Austrian soccer, German basketball, and Japanese baseball, which the 3 leagues are pretty big in their respective sports. And for us to be getting an opportunity like that is something that, when you look at the powerhouse broadcasting schools, at least on the East Coast, you think of a Syracuse or a Fordham, and those are the opportunities that those schools get. And for us to, after 1 year of having the Red Hawk Sports Network, get an opportunity like that and have a chance to prove ourselves, this is really our chance to turn us into a power player. And I think that this can be a great program that will last and grow for years here in Montclair State. And I'm so glad and excited to be on the ground floor, basically building the platform, building the stepping stones for what's to come.
Well, we appreciate it. And I think it's been great now that we have our student athletes back and they're trying to practice a little bit. And I think it's been good that you guys are getting out there now. you know, to sort of get those interactions twofold. Obviously, it helps you, it helps us create content, but I also think it helps those student athletes learn how to give an interview, learn how to talk. You know, they're out there practicing, they're working hard, and it's tough. I get it. You know, there's no competition until spring, so they're looking for things and challenges. So, you know, our student athletes have been great. They've been excited to be back on campus, and with every week, you know, we're adding, you know, different sports that are going to get going here in the next couple of weeks, you know, culminating with, you know, football late in October, and then our winter sports, hopefully, you know, starting on time and starting with competition here in January. So, you know, we're excited to partner with the Red Hawk Sportsnet School of Communications and everyone involved. And I thank Kelly Whiteside, Keith Strudler, and everyone for all their support. I think what we're doing is great for you guys in terms of your experience, but it's also great for what we put out to the area and the community, and how we promote our student athletes. So I think this has been a positive first step, and obviously, you know, we'll just continue to grow now that we'll have a full spring. So I know you guys won't be bored over there, so we'll keep you busy. So thank you, and I appreciate all you've done for us. So thanks so much.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a jam-packed spring, but I can't wait for it. I'm chomping at the bit to get back on the mic and see everybody out on the field. And I know you said thank me, but thank you guys, seriously.
No problem. Jean, back to you.
Great. Thanks, Shannon and Jack, for all that info. That was awesome. And a special thank you to everyone who's joined us this evening, and to all our sponsors and raffle participants who made this year's outing such a great success. So as we close out our formal program for the evening, we have one more special activity for everybody, the raffle drawing. So let's head over live to Crestmont Country Club to check out the big drawing and check in on our mascot.
Hi folks, welcome. I'm coming to you live from Crestmont Country Club, and let's see what's doing here. It looks like alumnus Bob Downey and the pro here at Crestmont is giving Rocky, our mascot, a golf lesson. Let's see, how's he doing?
He's doing pretty good. Got tough hands though, it's tough to keep on the club there, but he's doing a pretty good job. Nice. Way to go. Nice. Did a good job. I want to welcome everyone to Crestmont Country Club. I'm sorry we couldn't have the outing this year, but save the date, September 13th, 2021. We want to come back and have a great day. I just want to say hi to Rob Chesney out there. I am a alumnus of 1991, and back then Rob and I both had hair. So I also met my wife there. So students, you want to go out there, make sure you mix and mingle. It's very important. 28 years, I'm going to be married to my wife in February. So get out there, have a good time. We're going to go walk over here and draw the raffle. Rocky,
all right, folks, get your tickets out. This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Turn that a few times there. Nice. Good job. Okay, let's see what we have here. Dig down deep in here.
All right, Bob.
Got the glasses on.
Let's see, read that number, Bob.
And the winning number is 2735. 2735. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our raffle winner. We'll be in touch following this program. And thanks all for joining tonight. It was a pleasure to have you with us. And like Bob said, we look forward to seeing you here next year, Monday, September 13th, 2021.
Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Go Red Hawks.